A healthy mind requires balance, and balancing the wheel is your guide to finding more happiness, healthier lifestyle, and a successful practice in whatever you do. I'm Dr. Daniel Sadiq, author of Balancing the Wheel, and you can find it on Amazon under balancingthewheel.com/book or in the Audibles in audiobooks.com.
Hello and welcome, and thank you for watching Togetherness Media. This is Amir Lahijy live from Los Angeles. Good evening, maybe good morning or good afternoon. Wherever you are, my hope is for everyone to have a healthy and stable life. Stay in touch, don't go anywhere. So, we have lots of goals. However, in quarantine time, sometimes maybe we're confused, maybe we lost our hope. But let's see who is here and who can help us to make a plan to achieve our goal. Hello and welcome.
Hello, and thank you again for having me on this Thursday evening. Hello, everyone. Good to be with you.
Thank you. It's my pleasure. Coach Bonnie Sadiq, live from Los Angeles. So, Coach Bonnie, what is the best way to set goals?
There are many ways to set goals. However, NLP practices a very specific way of writing goals, and that is called the SMART goal. Now, SMART goal stands for 5 different areas that you need to concentrate. So the S stands for specific. A lot of times we have many goals and we put it in our head, all of the goals together, and we lose focus and we lose prioritizing which one to get to first. So by the S in specific, as it stands for specific, make sure that you are very, very clear about your goal and write one goal at a time. Okay. So first and foremost, you need to know what you want. You need to have a very clear vision of your goal, and then make it very specific and write it down. M stands for measurable. It stands for is it meaningful to you? Is it motivating to you? So the part that it stands for measurable means that how do I know I got this goal? How do you measure it? What is the proof that you have? So it needs to be measurable. Now, the third one is achievable. Make sure that when you're setting your goal, you're not setting. It's always good to set high goals and big goals, but make sure that it's achievable. Okay. Right. The R stands for realistic, reliable, relevant. Ask yourself, is my goal realistic? Let's say you want to achieve a certain amount of financial security. If you have $100 in the bank, is it realistic to set a goal for about a week from now to have $1 million?
Right.
So make sure that it is realistic. Okay?
Right.
And T stands for time-based. Put a time on your goal. Make sure that your goal is definitely time-based, because this way it gives us motivation to finish the goal or to achieve the goal at a certain time. When we have a certain time limit or a deadline, we tend to work towards that deadline and finish or achieve the goal within a certain time. So make sure that it is time-based.
Right.
So that is the way NLP writes goals, smart goals. Now, so now that we have written the goal, and one more thing that is very, very important in writing the SMART goal is to write it as if it is happening right now. Okay? Not that I want to have $1 million in the bank and live
Tomorrow.
a happier life.
Tomorrow.
Make sure that it is, the way you write it is as if it is happening right now and you're experiencing it right now. So let's say you want to have a new car. You set a date for yourself, October 22, 2020. Okay? Now, when you're writing the goal needs to be something like this. It is now October 22. I am sitting in my car. I'm driving this, whatever car it is that you wish. I'm sitting in my car. The wind is blowing into my hair. I'm listening to my favorite music as I am driving down Pacific Coast Highway. So it needs to be real enough so that you can see it, you can hear it, and you can feel it. Okay? You need to have all your 5 senses in your goal. And then once you write it, visualize it. Visualization is a very, very important part of goal writing and manifesting the goals.
Right. Amazing. And next is the
and next. So a lot of times we're used to our laptops, to our computers, and we use the keyboard. We type our goals. I do that too. There is actually a very powerful science behind pen into paper. Okay? When you put your pen into paper, the manifestation or the neurons that get activated in the brain are much more than if we type it. And when we
I'm sorry I interrupt you. Maybe it's for our generation. What about the new generation? They don't use paper.
It doesn't matter. The brain works the same way. It needs to, even when you want to learn something, it's better to write it, physically write it, than to type it.
When, if it's like that, why they don't use this technique in school? They don't use it anymore.
Because not everybody knows about NLP.
Okay, thank you. Good answer.
If they would use NLP in schools, I mean, the amount of acceleration in learning would be amazing. Would be really amazing.
Okay.
Yes. So, okay. So when we write it down, it is actually giving our subconscious mind the signal that this is important for me. This is important. So the subconscious mind gets to work and produces the environment. It creates the environment and it comes up with resources so that you can achieve them. And when you write it, this was subconsciously. So that was what happened subconsciously to our mind.
Right.
Consciously, when we write the goal, it stimulates the reticular activating system in our brain, which is also signaling that this is important. Pay attention to details. I need to provide resources and I need to provide environment for this goal to happen. So there is actually a science behind writing and not just thinking about your goals that manifests it much easier. Does that make sense?
Yes, absolutely. So why some people have difficulty reaching their goals?
Very good question. First and foremost, I think a lot of people think abstractly. They're not very detailed, and they're not very clear about what it is that they want. The more clear, the more specific you are about your goal, the more chances that you achieve that goal. So be very, instead of just being abstract, a lot of people, when I ask them, what is it that you want? What goal do you have? They just want to, they say, like, I want to be happy. Happiness is great, but it's not specific enough.
Right.
How do you know that you achieve happiness? What is your proof? What is the evidence? Do you want to be 15% happier, 20% happier? How do you measure happiness? So the more clear and the more specific you get, the better chance you have in achieving your goals. So
Right.
first and foremost, get clear on what it is that you want.
Amazing. I had a question here, but you actually mentioned about that. Why are SMART goals important? And how is it different than just writing your goals? This is you mentioned a little, yeah.
Yes. So again, when you write the goals, the way that I explained it, being in present, being as if you already achieved the goal. That is very important distinction between just writing goals and the NLP SMART way of writing goals. Okay, you're not thinking abstractly. You're not thinking vaguely. You're thinking very, very clearly, specifically. And at the end of writing the goal, we're not done. Visualization, which comes after writing the goal, is another part that differentiates SMART writing goal than just writing goals as something that is going to happen in the future. So visualizing is very important. Seeing yourself in the picture. Okay. So when you have the goal, when you have the written goal, read it a few times and then close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and really go into that event. Imagine, remember we said time-based. Float to the future in your mind's eye by visualizing to that specific date that you put for yourself. Okay, when you float to that time, see yourself already achieving that goal. Hear it. Who's there to celebrate with you? What are you hearing? What are the feelings that are coming up for you? So all of that things together gives it a very concise and precise way of manifesting. It feels the subconscious mind sees it as something that has already happened and accepts it as a reality for you. So when the subconscious mind accepts it as a reality, then it goes out to provide ways for you to manifest that reality, for that reality to get manifested. See, the subconscious mind, it's like a very faithful servant. It does what we tell it to do. Imagine that we are the CEO of the company and the subconscious mind is the employee of the company. So when we give it instructions, when we give it good delegation or good instruction as what to do, the employee knows what to do and it goes after doing. Exactly the same way as our conscious mind and subconscious mind. So the more clear instructions you give to the subconscious mind, the more the subconscious mind knows how to navigate and find a pathway for you to achieve your goals.
Amazing. So we have a question here from one of our viewers. Do I need a meditation?
So before, when you do the visualization, it is kind of a meditation. Okay. If you want to do a guided meditation every day after you have the goal, it's very important to do that, and it's a great way to kind of seal the desire or the outcome into your subconscious mind. Meditation never hurts. Meditation always clears your mind, puts you in a state of more productivity, more creativity. So it never hurts.
Okay, well, what's the best meditation for in the morning?
What is the best way to meditate in the morning?
Mm-hmm.
There is no right or wrong way to do a meditation. Some people like to just sit quietly and just close their eyes and just get clear. Some people like to have a ritual. They burn incense, or they have a special music that they play when they meditate. Some people like to have like a goal or an intention for their meditation. So there is no right or wrong way to do a meditation. Whatever works for you, whatever that gives you that result.
But some people, they don't know about that, and I heard a lot. They don't know how they should do meditate. They don't know about the breathing, and that's where I ask you, because the meditation for in the morning or during day or for nighttime is different, right?
I mean, it all depends.
Maybe it's different for me. In the morning, I want to have meditation, boost my energy, and
so people do meditate in the morning just to get clear, and then they get grounded for the day ahead. Mm-hmm. Some people want to get boosted up and energized. Some people want to just when they have an intention for meditation, they really want a specific answer on how to do a certain thing. So again, meditation, the thing about meditation is that we think it's hard. We think that there needs to be a certain guideline or a certain way that I need to sit and a certain way that I need to put things around me. No, meditation can be done while you're driving. I'm not suggesting if you're a newbie to meditate while you're driving, but what I'm saying is that it can be done anytime, anywhere. Right. It doesn't need to be an hour long if you are new to meditation. It can be 5 minutes. As long as you keep doing it every day, you see the results. Then you can increase the time from 5 minutes to 6 minutes to 7 minutes, however long that you can sit quietly. So my suggestion is, just if you're new at meditation, start with guided meditation. That's the easiest way. There are tons and tons of YouTube guided meditation. Just pick one and go with it, and just sit for 5-10 minutes and see what happens.
Right.
Get your mind clear, and then just flow with it. Don't think it's a hard thing. Meditation is supposed to de-stress you, not give you more anxiety and more stress that I don't know how to meditate. It's just sitting still and quietly for a specific period of time. That's all there is.
Coach Bonnie,
Yes.
One of my friend asked me, I had lots of plan and goals, but during this quarantine and with this COVID situation, I'm very confused. So what do you suggest to him?
That's an excuse. That's an excuse, bluntly. Challenges come and go in anyone's life. Okay. What makes a successful person different than the rest is that even in the midst of challenges, even in the midst of chaos, they find a way to do what they need to do. They find a way, they create a way to do it. So it's very easy to just sit and say, COVID happened, so I'm putting my life on hold. Is that a responsible answer? Or
just
attitude towards life.
excuse.
Do what needs to be done, and be flexible. If the goal that you had doesn't fit in today's COVID life, then find a new way to get to your goal.
Yeah,
There are tons
and
of ways to get to where you want to be. It is as simply as how bad do you want it?
mhm.
If you want it bad enough, as bad as your next breath, you find a way to do it. No excuses. Having the mindset of no matter what, I'm gonna get this done. And once you have that mindset, nothing can stop you. No excuses, no COVID, no fire, no snow. Nothing can stop you. You'll
Yes.
find a way to navigate through all the challenges and find your path to your outcome or to your goal.
You mentioned to the very profound word. You're mentioning to compromise. Compromise.
Flexibility,
And
yes,
yeah,
yes,
flexibility and
flexibility,
compromise with the
creativity.
old situation. Yes.
Yes, if something doesn't make sense anymore, if it doesn't apply to our reality at the moment, find another way.
Mhm.
Find a different way. Don't sit with excuses.
Right. Thank
Because
you.
what happens after COVID? Let's say in 6 months, something else happens.
Mhm.
You can't just, delay your life because things are happening.
Mhm.
Things are always happening.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, Coach Bonnie, live from Los Angeles. And everybody can contact with her. Here is the phone number 310-477-8833. And do you have your separate website, or is it same as willowwellbeing.com?
BonnieSadiq.com.
BonnieSadiq.com. Very good. Thank you so much. And I hope to see you next time very soon.
Pleasure to be with you. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
and
It's my
have a
pleasure.
wonderful night. Good night,
You too.
everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye.